Now available in paperback and Kindle Unlimited, Esteemed Goddess of. Hell's aspiring angel takes on a demonic dominatrix in this action-packed all-new Esteemed series adventure. Get Esteemed Goddess of in paperback and Kindle Unlimited today. In a previous video, I stated that the nice guy and the jerk are two sides of the same coin. And in this video, I'm going to go in depth on that premise by explaining the vicious cycle that your nice guy and your jerk are involved in. Now, many people would believe that the nice guy and the jerk are two different people. However, both the nice guy and the jerk follow the same life paradigm. And the reason why the nice guy and the jerk both follow the same life paradigm is because both the nice guy and the jerk both follow the lead of a woman. Now, when it comes down to your nice guy and your jerk, they are both beta males, and they are both submitting to the leadership and authority of a female, and this is why their paradigms never become successful, because everything that the nice guy and the jerk do is about following the lead of a woman and making efforts to please and appease that woman. And this is why your nice guy and your jerk wind up in a vicious cycle, because both your nice guy and your jerk are making efforts to compete for the attention of the female, and they want to try to impress the female. Now, when your nice guy and your jerk make these efforts to get the attention of this female, what they do is they both are coming from that position of weakness. Your jerk is coming from the position of weakness because he wants to put on this hyper-masculine facade to get her attention, and what he will do is act out with all of this macho and bravado, and he'll use that as an active way to try to get the female's attention by trying to make it look like he is an alpha male. Whereas the nice guy, what he's going to do is put on a passive image for the woman to get her attention, because he believes that the passive image will make him look like the reliable, stable man that the woman would need, and that he can go out here, and if he's the stable man and this provider type, he can appear to be attractive to her because he can provide resources. And both of these men are both using these gimmicks, and both of these gimmicks both show how weak both your nice guy and your jerk are. And what really makes these guys weak is the fact that both of these men just can't see who is in charge, because in their paradigm, the woman is choosing them, and the woman is the one who is given the power at the end of the day as it relates to both the nice guy and the jerk. Now, a lot of people will look at the paradigm and say, oh, the jerk has the advantage, but no, the jerk does not have the advantage. The jerk makes a lot more noise than the nice guy, and he's a lot more flashier than the nice guy, but at the end of the day, the jerk is just one guy who makes more noise and he's more flashy, but at the end of the day, he is the one who continues to submit to the female, and he's the one who looks to give the female what she wants on her terms. And that's the key thing to the nice guy and the jerk vicious cycle, is that both of these men are having their relationship on the woman's terms. They're not having a relationship on their terms. Their relationship is on her terms. And that's why both of these guys, their relationships wind up failing every time, because with the woman in control, all she does with both of these guys is string them along for resources, and then when one can no longer provide for her what she wants, she then goes and monkey branches over to the other guy, or makes bait language to let other people know what she's looking for. For example, when it comes down to many of these women who get involved with the jerks like Pookie, once they have been burned by your Pookie, or they can't get their way with the Pookie, that's when they come in with the bait language, talking about how they want to get this good man, or how they want to get involved with this nice guy. And what happens is, all those guys looking at this female who wanted to get involved with her, what they do is they hear the bait language and they want to go over to get involved with this female based on what she has said, not understanding that what the female is trying to do is trying to feel out the scene so that she can find a nice guy to go out here and monkey branch over to, because she wants to, one, make this Pookie jealous, and two, she wants to go out here and find another man so that she can get her way. Because when it comes down to these women, they like the nice guy and the jerk because they can play both of these guys off each other, and they can use both of these guys for their own personal needs and getting their needs met. So instead of them having one man, they have 2 or 3 men, and what they do is have these guys going around in a vicious cycle where the whole paradigm just keeps repeating itself. And what makes this a vicious cycle is that these guys, they don't understand the logic of the female. Now, when it comes down to female logic is circular, because the female does things based on emotion. And because she does things based on emotion, everything that she does is going to go around in a circle, and it's going to repeat itself, because her behavior pattern is not one of logic in a straight line. Her behavior pattern is doing the exact same thing and then expecting a different result. In many cases, she will sit there and get angry at one guy and then try to go over to the other guy. And she will do this, maybe it might be with the different men, but is the exact same personality type and is the exact same types of personas that she is attracted to. Now, that's what females do when they are in charge and they are given power by both your jerk and both your nice guy. And what most jerks and nice guys don't understand is it's the paradigm that they're following that leads to them winding up in a vicious cycle of failed relationships, illegitimate children, and a life cycle of complete misery. Because what the woman does is she bounces from one to the other looking for change. Unfortunately, she doesn't get change because both men are 2 sides of the same coin, and you're going to get the exact same result from one guy that you get from the other guy. Because when it comes down to the female, she's thinking that the jerk is a jerk because he goes out here and actively cheats on her and disrespects her, and then wants to leave him to go get with the nice guy, thinking that the nice guy will be this kind, loyal man. However, in many cases, what the nice guy will do is he will passively praise this female, and then aggressively what he will do is go behind the female's back and cheat on her, and he will tell her once he gets caught that it is all her fault, and then tell her that it's because she has gained weight, she has had kids, she has gotten ugly, and those words will hit this female straight like a fist. But the jerk, he will just come out and just say he saw an attractive woman and wanted to get with her. But when it comes down to both men are the exact same type of man, and these women are attracted to both of these same type of men because she can get power over both of these same types of men. Because when it comes down to the nice guy and the jerk, the nice guy and the jerk, again, have their relationships on the woman's terms. They start out from a position of submission, And because they start out from a position of submission, what happens is their whole paradigm for a relationship is one that is destined to fail. Because when a man is taking a follower position as related to a relationship, and he is doing things on the female's terms. And in the female's logic, if it is not getting her attention that she wants and meeting her needs, then she has to try to find someone who will meet her needs. And this is something that most of these guys who believe in the whole nice guy and jerk paradigm don't understand about the paradigm, is that the model itself is a failure. And if you're calling yourself a nice guy, you are foolish. And if you're calling yourself a jerk, you are foolish as well. Because both of these men, they are the ones who have no direction, because they are being led in a vicious cycle by a woman who herself has no direction at all. Now, when it comes down to the God-centered man, the God-centered man understands that he can't be a nice guy and he can't be a jerk, and it is not his job to go out here and please women. No, when it comes down to the God-centered man, the God-centered man understands his work on earth is to do the work of his Lord, and his job is to please his Lord first, because he is not submitting to the woman, he is submitting to the living God, the Most High, and his leader, his authority, he submits his authority only to the living God and his Son, Jesus. Those are the only two people he submits to and takes orders from. And when it comes down to the woman, in the natural order of the living God, of a God-centered man, what he knows is that the woman is supposed to follow his lead. And when it comes down to the woman, this is what he is looking for in a woman. He is looking for a woman who will follow his lead and do things on his terms and God's terms. That is what a God-centered man is looking for in a woman. And in a God-centered man's paradigm, he is looking for a woman based on the actions of her character, not the attractiveness of her looks, like the nice guy and the jerk are doing. Because in the nice guy and jerk paradigm, they are both looking to get the attractive female on their arm so that they can have social currency with other people in other social circles. And they want that social currency because they want to get the attention of more popular people. And in the case of the nice guy, what he wants to do is use her to elevate himself to a higher social circle so he can monkey branch to another woman or have another woman on the side. And what the jerk wants to do is take the hot woman and then use her to get other women as well. So both men are extremely dishonest, whereas the God-centered man, he is looking for a helpmeet and support, and he's looking for someone who is going to be a partner to him in God's natural order. And in that order, it is the woman who follows the man, and it is the woman who shows the man that she is looking to be a partner by, one, showing that man the respect of the position he has in God's natural order as God's leader and God's steward. And second, she is looking to show that man his respect by submitting to his leadership and authority, and showing herself as someone who is looking to support that man as the way a helpmeet is supposed to support him. So this woman who is God-centered, she is looking to build with that man. She is looking to build a man's businesses. She is looking to build a man's family by providing him healthy children. And she's looking to encourage and support that man by providing him with emotional support, which helps her because he is also looking to provide for her emotional needs as well. And as they work together, they build a strong family, because they're both going to submit to the living God in God's natural order, and that he is going to be their ultimate protector in God's natural order. It is an order that most boys are not taught about, because when it comes down to many boys, they are taught in the age of feminism and gynocentrism to be this soft male, and as a result of them being taught to be soft males, we get two types of males who are heterosexual, which is the nice guy, who is the soft male who looks to submit to women, and the jerk, who is hyper-masculine facade, who is angry because he cannot make things work with women, and he thinks that by being the jerk, he will get the attention of women by being this outer, on the outside, angry man that appears to be sexually attractive to women. However, most women, after a couple of weeks with him, start to see how submissive this male is, how weak this male is, and when it comes down to the jerk, he may act out, but at the end of the day, he never gets the intangible of a woman's respect. She will like him and like his attention and may even like having sex with him, but she will never give him the intangible of respect. The same thing with the nice guy. The nice guy will also, he will go out here and he will try to get this woman's attention when she's on a rebound, and he will try to get her to like him, but he will also never earn the woman's respect. Now, the God-centered man, he is going to earn the woman's respect, because he is going to present himself as the prize, he is going to present himself as a leader, and he is going to set a standard with this woman from minute one in how he will be treated, how he will be regarded, and he will see his value as a man. And because he sees his value as a man, this is what makes the woman see him as someone she wants to go out here and help. Because what makes him sexually attractive to her is the fact that he is taking the lead in his life. He is the one setting the direction. And because he sets a direction, the woman wants to follow him to help him accomplish his goals. Now, the jerk, he will make it look like he is a leader, and some more gullible women will fall for his flash and his loud mouth, but any woman of substance is going to look past it and look at his actions and say, this man really isn't accomplishing anything outside of a lot of big words, and he's not really doing much to do anything because he's always following behind me. And the same thing with the nice guy. Yeah, he will be out here doing things, but he won't ever amount to anything, and that will make the woman not respect either of them. Whereas the God-centered man, that man is going to get that woman's respect because, one, he values himself, and two, he values God, and he puts God first in his life. And because he puts God first, then the woman sees him as the steward, and she sees him as a leader, an authority figure who's only submitting to the Most High living God. He's only submitting to him, and that's what makes him appear to be the leader he is. Whereas when it comes down to your nice guy and your jerk, both of these guys, they are submitting to the woman. They are putting the woman first, and because they both put the woman first, both of these men wind up last, and both of these men wind up lost. Because when it comes down to both your nice guy and your jerk, both of these guys wind up in a vicious cycle, winding up making it where they're both made to be put in a perpetual state of misery in the same company of the same females who they wanted to have relationships with. And the reason why they're in that vicious cycle is because they continue to put that woman on a pedestal above them instead of looking that woman dead in her eyes and letting her know what the standards are going to be in God's natural order. If you'd like to learn more about the dysfunctional paradigm of both the nice guy and the jerk, you can pick up my men's issues books, Stop Simping, Why Men Don't Need Finance to Get Romance, Manginas, They Look Like Men But They Act Like Ladies, The Misadventures of Captain Save-A-Ho, Why 70% of Black Women Are Single, and The Man Crisis on Amazon.com. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe. Now available in paperback and Kindle Unlimited. ISIS, All That Glitters. The goddess next door takes on a bikini-clad bank robber in this action-packed all-new ISIS series adventure. Get ISIS, All That Glitters in paperback and Kindle Unlimited today.